Hey guys, it's Vicky Vice and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel if you've never been here. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about what's on my Sephora wish list. I saw this video done the other day by a YouTuber named thataylaa. I'll link that video down below. But basically what this video is I'm going to be going through my Sephora wish list, more high-end product stuff I wouldn't be able to get my hands on as easily, and seeing why I want them, how much they retail for, and if I would ever consider actually buying them and not taking them out of my wish list. So if that's something you'd be interested in, make sure you keep watching. Alrighty, so jumping right into this, the first item that I have on my Sephora wish list is the Smashbox #Shape Matters palette. This palette retails for $55 and it says that it's a one kit wonder with a mix of 16 shadows, eyebrow powders and wax, and face essentials to contour, highlight, and enhance your unique features. I want this so badly just because I love eyebrow powders. They're my favorite thing in the whole world. I use one every single day, but I also use a brow pencil to fill in my eyebrows. And I just think that they do a lot more to fill in your brows, define them, make them fuller and look more natural. I just think that pencils are way too waxy. And I guess that's all on personal preference, but I like that it has so many catch-alls in just one palette. I like that you can use it for your eyes, I like that you can use it for your face, I like that you can use it for your eyebrows. It's one of those palettes that I would want to keep in my kit and take it with me to travel, just because, you know, it would eliminate the use of all these different palettes that I take whenever I travel anywhere. So I think that that would be a great palette for me to have, but I just can't reason the $55 price tag, at least at this point. Alrighty guys, so the next thing that's on my Sephora wish list is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Protective Primer. This primer retails for $52. I have heard everybody and their mama talking about this on the internet, like on YouTube and stuff. I love a primer, and you guys are going to see, like, throughout this video, that I am someone that loves primers. I will never do my makeup without a primer. I will search to find a primer that I love. My favorite primer at the moment is the Maybelline Baby Skin. I haven't found anything that can compare to it, except for the Becca Backlit Primer. It's kind of more of a dewy one, which is something that I like. So basically what this primer is, a velvety priming balm of pressed silk that smooths and makes makeup last longer while keeping it out of skin, helping to prevent clogged pores and breakouts. So it's good for big pores, oily skin, and dullness and uneven skin tone. It says it's good for normal skin, oily skin, combination skin, dry skin, and sensitive skin. I'm someone that has combination skin. I also have very sensitive skin. So I want something that I know isn't going to break me out. So that's something that really appealed to me when I was looking at this on the website. But the problem is that it's $52 for 20 grams or 0.7 ounces. And I think that if you're going to be buying a product that's so pricey, I know that high-end products are more pricey in general. Like, I'm not stupid, I know makeup. But the thing is, it's like, it comes in like a little cake, and I can't reason buying a primer that, even though it's got so many good claims, I can't reason spending that much money on something so small that's gonna go away so quickly. So that's kind of one of the reasons why it's gonna stay in that cart until, you know, I decide to pull a trigger. Maybe at some point I might not, but I don't know, that's all I have to say about it. Alrighty, so just in case I haven't made it clear, I'm going to be starting out with talking about face products, primers, then foundations, then concealers, then powders, then moving on to eyes and lips. Basically, the way I do my makeup routine is going to be the way that I talk about this. Alrighty guys, so moving right along, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. You get 1 ounce in this product and it retails for $36. So basically what it is a silicone-free, oil-free, matte primer stick that glides on sheer to blur pores and fine lines. So this is something that I really wouldn't opt for in the winter. I'd probably want it more when spring comes around, summertime, because I'm finding that lately I do not like the same products that I would like in the winter in the summer, which makes sense. I have combination skin, so in the summer, springtime months where it's a little bit warmer, my skin is oilier, it's slicker, so I want something that's going to keep that oil under control. I want something that's matte. But in the wintertime, I want something that's more hydrating, more silky, more dewy, luminous, something that's going to look like my skin has life to it, because I am more dry in the winter because it's dry outside. I live in a high elevation area, so it's going to be a little bit crispier on my face. So I want something that's going to bring the hydration back and that life back into my skin. So this is something I really would not opt for in the winter time. So it might, I don't think the price point is that bad because I've heard a lot of good things about it, But the problem is that I'm not going to buy it now because it is not the time for it. Alrighty guys, so the next thing that's on my wish list is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Face Primer. You get 1 ounce of product in this item and it retails for $38. So the claims of this primer is that it's a hydrating, color neutralizing primer that creates a look of healthy skin, even skin tone with a natural finish. So I have tried the Becca Backlight Primer and I really love it. I think that in the wintertime it gives my skin like a glow and a healthiness to kind of like, I don't know, it gives it a life that I really like. So I like the tackiness of it. It's not too tacky, but it's got like that kind of stick. So for being honest, I didn't really believe all the hype surrounding Becca's products until I tried one for myself and it made me a believer. I think that it's one of the best primers I've ever tried. So I'm wondering if I were to get this primer, if it would bring another dimension of like priming and neutralizing my skin. So this might be one that I might buy sooner than later. Alrighty guys, so the next thing that I'm going to be talking about are the concealers that are on my wish list. So the first one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a concealer that has been around since, I guess, since like the beginning of YouTube. Everyone's been talking about it for years. Everyone swears by it. But it's something that like I've heard about for a very long time. So it's something that I've personally wanted to try for years. But again, I can't bring myself around to buying it. It's $30 for a concealer. It is 0.22 ounces. That's just ridiculous to me. Like, I think that there's so many good drugstore concealers. I just don't feel like you would need to spend $30 on a concealer, which brings me to the next concealer that I'm going to be talking about, which is $28, and it is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer. This one's new. It retails for $28 and you get 0.17 ounces in this concealer. Now, I will say that I really do like Makeup Forever concealers. I've never gone out myself and purchased a Makeup Forever concealer, but I did receive one in my Ipsy bag one month and I liked it a lot. I think it's a great concealer, but the thing is I'm not going to spend $28 on a concealer. This one seems a little bit different because you don't have to set it, but I don't see the value in spending the extra money when I could buy a drugstore concealer that I know I like, that I know works, that I can set with a powder and I can just set anywhere I would crease. That's not to say that it's not worth the money for some people, but for me, I just cannot see the value in buying it. So that's kind of why I think it's probably going to stay in my wish list for a very long time until I can see the value in it. So that's all for concealers. Alrighty, so moving right along. The next item that is in my wish list is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This palette retails for $62 for 3 highlighters. That is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest. I'm someone that buys strictly drugstore, and this it's like something I've been like pining after for years. I only bought my first MAC foundation last week with a gift card. I'm not going out and buying like I don't I don't see the point. And like I know that, you know, there are people swear by high-end makeup and I like certain products, but I don't see the value in only buying high-end products when there are so many good ones that are drugstore and affordable. If you have the money to spend, that's great, but I'm in college, I don't have the money to spend. I'm only 22 years old, I am not made of money, therefore I'm not going to buy a $62 highlighting palette. That's just ridiculous. I've got like other things to buy, you know, so that's just not something that's appealed to me. Now I will say these shades are gorgeous. I would love to have this highlighting palette, but I'm never going to buy it because it's so ridiculously priced. Like, that's just insane. So it says it's got 3 shades of ambient lighting powder, the high-tech soft focus finishing powder that recreates most exquisitely flattering types of light. I mean, it's a highlighter. Like, there are so many good highlighters that are not that expensive. So I mean, it's not like I haven't like swatched in the store. It's cute highlighter, but there are so many more affordable highlighters that, in my opinion, do the same thing. So I just think it's a little bit ridiculous. So the next product I'm going to be talking about is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Press Highlight in Gold. I think that this highlighter is so gorgeous, but again, actually that one's not bad. It's $38. I bought a highlighter the other day. Like I splurged, like I said. I had bought MAC products for the first time. I had bought a highlighter for $30. For me, that's ridiculous. I don't know what came over me. I love the highlighter, but I don't think I would do it again in a very... I don't think I do it again anytime soon. This is a very gorgeous highlighter. Like, I'm looking through the pictures and so many of these girls, they have it on so many different skin types and skin colors, and it's so gorgeous. But it's $38. Maybe if I ever had like this weird thing come over me like last week. But so it's a brand new limited edition shade of award-winning shimmering skin perfector pressed highlighter to give you the ultimate glow. And it has that glow. It looks so gorgeous. So maybe, you know, if something ever came over me, I'd buy it. Alrighty guys, next on my list is a holy grail on YouTube. I wanted it for 8 years. So ever since I started watching tutorials on YouTube in 2011, I've wanted this product. It is the NARS blush in Orgasm. I know that Milani apparently has a dupe for it, and I'd want to try it out, but like, it's one of those products I've wanted for so long. I'm gonna buy it at some point. That point's not gonna be anytime soon. It's $40 for 0.28 ounces of a product. I'm not crazy. I'm not saying that anyone that buys it's crazy, but me, 22, broke, college, it would be crazy to buy this. But it says it's an award-winning pressed powder blush that delivers healthy looking color to flatter any skin tone. I've seen it on so many people. It flatters every skin tone. I want it so badly. Maybe one day, not anytime soon. Alrighty guys, moving right along. I'm going to be going into things that I would use on my eyes. The first one that is coming up is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Eyeshadow Palette. This palette retails for $42 and it has 14 shades. I think that this is one of the most boring palettes on the planet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's like the most Wonder Bread, vanilla ice cream, take your girl to church kind of palette. Like, it's got a bunch of matte shades and it's got like a few shimmers, but it's nothing to write home about. But with that being said, I'm someone that loves neutral colors, and I don't know what it is about it, but like the dusty rose colors and the grays and like the sepia colors, something about it makes me want to buy it. And I don't know what it is, but I want this palette so badly and I don't know why, but I'm not going to buy it because it's so boring. Like, it's such a boring palette. Alrighty, so getting back into this, the next palette that I'm going to be talking about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina eyeshadow palette. I love this palette so much. I don't know why, but I love purple eyeshadows. Like, the shades that I like the most are warm tone browns, cool tone browns, and purples. So when I saw this Norvina eyeshadow being released, I was like, oh my god, I need it. But again, I don't know what it is about me, I guess, but I cannot buy a palette unless I've invested time into it. I think the only palette that I bought without like having to sit on it and stew on it for like a month and a half was the James Charles Morphe palette. I don't know what it was about that palette, but I had to jump on it when I saw it, and I was lucky to have gotten it like in the first like release of the palette, so I feel lucky about that. But I think this palette is so gorgeous. Like, there's so many matte shades. The whole bottom row, I believe, is just matte shades. And yeah, the whole bottom row is matte shades and the whole top row is shimmers. I just think it's a gorgeous palette. It retails for $42. There are 14 shades in this palette. I think that this is probably going to be the next palette that I do buy just because it's so gorgeous. And I know that, like, oh, you know, when you're buying palettes, you should think about like the everyday wear of it. But I think that I have so many everyday wear palettes that I'm ready to kind of like branch into a palette where, you know, I don't have to be completely practical about like the shades that are in it. It's gonna be more towards creativity, so I'm excited. I think this is definitely gonna be the next palette that I do purchase. So those are palettes that like I could see myself buying. There are 3 palettes in this wish list of mine that I would never buy myself just because they're so dang expensive. So the first one is the Natasha Denona Gold Eyeshadow Palette. There are 15 shades in this palette and it retails for $129. That is like the biggest no for me. Like, are you serious? I'm not spending $130. I round up. I'm not spending $130 for 15 shades. You got the wrong one. And like, I know that so many people like that like are like, it's the best palette I've ever used, like, Natasha, you did it again. Like, the problem with that is like, you're not buying these palettes with your own money. People that are like getting it sent to them for free and they're like, guys, you should buy this palette. When, if you're being reasonable, no one that is my age that has like a similar job, that's like a student, is gonna, I mean, maybe they will, but no, I I can never see myself buying a $130 palette for 15 shades. You've got the wrong one. Like, and that's just not, that's not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, the second palette that I have in my wish list that I'm never gonna buy is another Natasha Denona palette. It is a Natasha Denona Lila eyeshadow palette. Same price, different shades, same amount of shades, but it's still ridiculous. But I will say that they're both beautiful palettes, and like I said, I watched online and they're gorgeous, but that's not me. The next palette that I'm going to be talking about is the Pat McGrath Mothership eyeshadow palette. Again, same thing. I'm not spending $125 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shades. Are you serious? Like, that's ridiculous. I just think it's so stinking ridiculous to buy this palette for $125, for me at least. And like, I get kind of irritated again when it's like, I know that these influencers aren't like trying to push a lot of products on you, but it's like, that's $125. We're not doing that. Okay, so the next item that I have on my wish list is the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. This mascara retails for $29, and it says it's an all-in-one mascara that delivers a look of endless length, intense volume, and sky lift for extreme dramatic lashes. This mascara has all the claims that I love. It's promising to give me everything I love in mascara. Again, I love length, I love volume, and I love definition. So this one definitely promises the most to me, but the problem is that it is $30, and I'm not going to spend $30 on a mascara. Like, there are so many good mascaras that are not $30 that probably can do the same thing. Therefore, I cannot reason spending $30 for it. So this one's definitely going to stay in my wish list. Alrighty, so moving on to the last category I have in my makeup wish list is lip color and lip products. So the first one we'll be talking about is the Ciate London Glitter Flip lip. Is it a lip gloss or a lipstick? Alrighty, it's a liquid lipstick. So basically what it is, it's a transforming glitter liquid lipstick in a metallic matte hue. So I've seen these going around for weeks, and every single time I've seen a video of it, I've been floored and so like, oh god, I want to get my hands on this product so badly. But it does retail for $20, which isn't horrible, but it's not good, I would say. I mean, it's about the same price as any high-end lipstick is going to be, so I need to just get over the fact that it's going to be like $18 or higher, but still, again, 22 years old, college student, it's something to get over. But this lipstick is so gorgeous. So basically what it is it goes on matte, and you go like this, and you like smack your lips together, and like all of a sudden, like, it's like a puff of like glitter, not actually, but it's like all this like glitter is like revealed, and it's gorgeous, and it's like, oh, I don't know, it just transforms. And I think that's really, it's a really interesting new fresh idea for a cosmetic brand. I've not actually seen anyone like review it, so I don't know if I'd actually buy it, because I don't know if it's kind of like one of the things where it's like an actually good product or like a gimmicky product that like brands like are mass producing and just shipping out before like it's any good. So it'll definitely be on my list. I'll keep a close eye on the reviews that come up for it and kind of like gauge whether or not it's a product I actually want to buy. So I might actually buy it at some point, maybe not. So the next lip product that's on my list is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick. It says it's a full pigmented lip color with a smooth ultra matte finish. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks so much. I like their liquid lipsticks and I like their regular lipsticks. Right now I have a regular lipstick in my cart just because I feel like in the wintertime liquid lips are the most drying, dehydrating thing on the planet. It makes your lips feel crispy, like they're about to fall off, like in addition to them already being crispy because of the crisp air and like the dry air, and it's just not a good look for, I think, anyone, but especially me personally, as my own personal preference. I don't like it. So I know that I'd want something that has a more comfortable, breathable feel. So I think a matte lipstick is a better alternative to a matte liquid lipstick just because it's got that space where it's not going to dry down. I definitely want to go in store and try this one out before I would purchase it, but I think that the colors are really beautiful. So yeah, alrighty. So the next product on my list is from Buxom. I love Buxom so much, but I'm never buying this product. I want it so badly. I've heard people talk about how great this product is. One person that like really sold me on it was Jam Beauty 89. She is like my favorite YouTuber of all time. If you haven't seen her channel, definitely check her out. Like, I like how honest she is with her reviews. So when she said that she loved the Buxom I think it was her, at least. If I'm not thinking of the right person, then still check her channel out. But it's the Buxom Power Plump Lip Balm. I love lip balms. Like, I wear lipstick every day, wear lip glosses every day. And if you don't see me wearing one of those, I'm probably wearing Carmex lip balm or Blistex, the Blistex medicated balm. Those two are my favorite lip balms, but this one is like a game changer. It's like a lip balm that plumps your lips, and I love Buxom lip products because they're so plumping and they're minty and they're fresh. But here's the problem. It is $18. I cannot bring myself to spend $18 on a chapstick, on a lip balm. I'm not doing it. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, are you serious? But the colors are so cute. Like, it's a tinted, plumping lip balm. That's everything I would want in a lip balm. But that price is just a big no for me. Like, maybe if there was a sale, I'd buy it. But, and it's like regular state, nah, that's a big no for me. All right, so next on my list are two lip glosses from Buxom. The first one is a full-on lip plumping cream gloss and the full-on lip plumping polish gloss. The gloss I have on right now is the Buxom, I believe it's the lip polish gloss in the shade Dolly. It looks so gorgeous over every lipstick you put it on. I think it's great. I want the full size, and I am going to buy the full size, but I also want to buy the cream gloss. I really like that Buxom has that plumping effect for their lip glosses. So these are definitely products that I am going to take off my, not take off, but they're products from my wish list that I am going to purchase in the future. It just depends on when I'm going to purchase them. Alrighty guys, that was my Sephora makeup wish list. I'm planning on doing another one just based on skincare, because if I had done makeup and skincare in one video, that would have just been like a super long video, and I know nobody wants to sit through that. Like, so what I want to know is what products are on your Sephora wish list. What are some products that you've heard about that you really want to try out but you just can't take the plunge to buy? Leave those down below, because I actually really want to know what products other people like, just because makeup is so subjective. Everyone wants different things for different reasons. So kind of getting a glimpse of what products other people want is really interesting to me, so make sure that you leave those down below. Alrighty guys, so that's just about it for this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.